Hey, everybody. Welcome to another exciting episode of the Cardone Solutions Podcast. I am your host of the Cardone Solutions Podcast, David Bradley, training facilitator and coach with Grant Cardone. I got my Expand or Contract t-shirt on. I got my black on black 10X hat on, and we are bringing you weekly sales solutions, tips, strategies, and attitude adjustments from the 10X world of Grant Cardone. Check it out. 80% of what we do here, 100% free. So the purpose of the Cardone Solutions Podcast is to make sure the free stuff we're putting down, you are picking up and plugging it into your sales, your business, and your life, and you're getting some results from it. So thank you in advance for hitting that subscribe button. And if you're getting value from this, please make sure that you are sharing it out there into the cyberspace so that other folks can benefit from it too. Don't be selfish. Get it out there. Thanks in advance for that. Now, today's episode, we're going to be talking about what is holding you back. What are the chains holding you back, and how can you break them? But first, you know what's coming. A word from our sponsor. Today's episode of the Cardone Solutions Podcast is brought to you by Grant Cardone and Cardone University's coaching program. Here's what we know at this point. 84% of managers report to us that they are just too busy to train and develop their team the way they wish they could. The intention is there, but the bandwidth is not. So, also, most managers got into management because they could produce, but they were never taught how to motivate salespeople and how to transfer their skill to somebody else. Last but not least, there's an 88% improvement, really, in production and productivity when coaching and training gets involved. Okay, so that's where we come in. Enter the Cardone University coaching program. We literally become a virtual extension of your management team. Here's what you get. Access to Cardone University. Over 30 plus managed learning courses facilitated by a certified Cardone coach. Our process increases engagement and accountability, and you get to have us at a fraction of the cost as to what it would be if you brought somebody in-house to do that. Okay, we're going to work with you to increase sales volume and profit while reducing extraneous costs like turnover, and help you expand market share. So for a complimentary sales process and training analysis, plus customized training proposal, pop on over to cardonesolutions.com/coaching. That's cardonesolutions.com/coaching. One more time for good measure. cardonesolutions.com/coaching. Okay, so now we're going to talk about breaking some chains. Break the chains. What is holding you back? This is a very poignant time because at time of recording this particular episode, we are coming up on Christmas. Okay, and one of my favorite Christmas stories is A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. Remember Jacob Marley? He's dragging around these chains with him everywhere he goes in the afterlife, holding him back. So what I want to ask you, now remember, he built those chains in his living life, link by link. Okay, so for you, what's holding you back right now? Are you stuck in a rut? Are you trapped in what they call the daily grind? The other thing about the time of this recording is that we're about to end 2020 and go into 2021. So since March of 2020, you may have, in fact, more than once, had this feeling like your life has gotten repetitive, that maybe you're stuck in some kind of like Groundhog Day Sisyphus-like nightmare. Sound about right? Well, you're not alone on this one. And unfortunately, or fortunately, however you want to look at it, you are the only one who can actually do something about it right now. So here's a nice little quote for you. This is helpful. This will be very helpful going into the strategies, the action ideas that we've put forth for you out of this. Okay. Every arrow must get pulled back in order to fire. One more time. Every arrow must get pulled back to fire. That's a Dave original. At least I think it is. So here's your action idea. Here's where we're going to start today. Okay. I'd like you to set aside the time and take a step back. Actually take a step back. I want you to analyze your current situation and determine what specifically is holding you back and what you can do to break the chains that are holding you in place. Now, Grant has some ideas on how to get started with that. And he wrote about these in a recent blog post, which is the motivation behind the podcast today. And the first thing you have to do right now, which is why I'm suggesting that you literally take a step back, analyze your situation, determine what specifically it is that's holding you back, okay? First thing you need to do is just open your mind to the new possibility. 2 new possibilities. And then secondly, you got to realize that all change begins with you. That doesn't mean just change of your life. That's obvious, of course, but change on the planet, okay? There's that think globally, act locally, be the change that you wish to see in the world. That's Gandhi, okay? So seriously, all change is going to start with you. So the 4 actions I'm going to give you from Grant are going to help you immediately begin the process of breaking free from whatever it is that's holding you back. There are 4 of them. They all start with the letter R, and they're ridiculously simple. Simple does not equate with easy, though. Just remember that. Okay. So 1, regroup. Get your priorities in check. Okay. Make a list of what's important to you, and are you dedicating the appropriate amount of time to it? Okay. Make a list. Make it count. Refresh. Get your daily routine updated with new positive add-ons, okay? Get your priorities in check. That's 1, which is regroup, and then update that daily routine. So if you realize that what you think is important to you, what you claim to be a priority is not getting the appropriate amount of time, okay, then you refresh and you update that daily routine. 3rd one, refocus. Put yourself in a winning mentality so that you can regain confidence. And then repeat. Regroup, refresh, refocus, repeat. Carry out your action plan every single day as written down. No shortcuts, no excuses. Get her done. Okay? The question now is, are you going to start it? Are you going to do it? The only way you're going to take control of your life first is to start taking control of your life. Okay? If you know anything about Uncle G, you already know that there's no better time to start something, to execute on these 4 actions. The only time to do that is now. And look, sometimes we get stuck. I get stuck. We all get stuck. And the only way we can move on is to make a life-changing decision. And the first one is to start. So action idea number 2. How long have you actually been stuck? Forget 2020 for a second. Think about this hard. How long have you actually been stuck? 2020 is nothing. 2020 has nothing to do with you being stuck. 2020 was just an excuse for you to magnify the stuckness. I would totally play that word in Scrabble, by the way. What beliefs do you have that you've been carrying around with you your entire life that are keeping you stuck? You've been dragging them around just like Jacob Marley and his chains and his boxes. Let's do an experiment. I'm going to prove it to you right now, okay? Would you like to have more money? Yeah, okay. How would you like to log into your checking account from the internet or go to the ATM and you see at least 2 commas attached to your balance? 2 commas. Do you know what that means? Nobody on planet Earth will ever say no to this unless they're already there. Okay? Now, finish this sentence for me. Money is the root. So check it out. If you believe that money is the root of, and you also believe that inherently you are a good person, how many times have you already self-sabotaged yourself from ethically making more money out of some subconscious fear that the activity that you would be doing to get more money would actually be evil because money is the root of all evil? Or do you get rid of money as soon as you collect it because somehow it's evil and you don't want to possess it? That's a chain. It's a cycle. and it's holding you back. And until you handle it, you'll never have more of it. You're going to be stuck in this constant state of just enough. And I can say that to you with full confidence and certainty because I've been there. So here's the reminder from Grant. You, me, we are powerful. We are powerful. Say it out loud and as often as you need to until you know it and you believe it. Say it out loud with me right now. Say, I am powerful. We are all born powerful. And it is how we choose to channel that power, or not, mind you, that makes and that differentiates us from the rest. What separates the ordinary from the extraordinary? It starts with making the decisions to harness your own personal power. And would you like to be able to harness that power even better? Because you're harnessing it now. What would your life be like if you could learn what you need to do to increase your income and map out your path to success? And more importantly, rid yourself of some of these self-sabotaging ideas about money. Cardone University and our coaching program, which I mentioned earlier, literally designed to show you how to dominate your space by incorporating the following 4 elements into your life. 1, positivity. No negativity allowed. We got wristbands for that. This is a mindset which establishes good energy, good vibrations, and starts attracting the right things into your life. Magnetic fields. Okay? Action, risk, opportunity, decisions, commitment. Okay? These are the things that create productivity. And you have to have productivity to produce results. Production yields happiness, right out of Sell or Be Sold. Yes thinking. Say yes to life. This brings on new possibilities. Opens us up to abundance. Okay? And then the 4th one is belief. You got to solidify your goals, your dreams, and creation of reality. And if you want a third little action idea, a third little exercise to do, go hit the definition of belief in the dictionary. Look it up, study it, and recognize that your belief will require a little bit of faith. Solidify your goals and your dreams and create reality. Remember what Grant says, nothing happens to you, it happens because of you. Okay? So the bottom line, the process of working on yourself, it never ends. You need to constantly grow, especially if you want to become the best version of you. And this has been another exciting episode of the Cardone Solutions Podcast. I am your host of the Cardone Solutions Podcast, David Bradley, training facilitator and coach with Grant Cardone, but you knew that already. What's happening now? Okay, we're going to regroup, we're going to refresh, we're going to refocus, and we're going to repeat every single day. Okay? Positive mindset, massive amounts of action, say yes to life, yes thinking, and belief in you, yourself, company, product, what you bring to the marketplace. These are the things that help you break these chains. And if you'd like to get some free access to Cardone University while you're at it, pop on over to cardonesolutions.com/Cardone U free. That's cardonesolutions.com/Cardone, the letter U, the word free. cardonesolutions.com/Cardone U free, and be great. Because nothing else pays. See you soon.